you doing out there? Are you having fun? Are you learning something? Please let us know in the Facebook comments how this day is going for you. You know, this is a long event. We're here for the long haul, so make sure you're getting some stretches in, getting some water, and telling us how it's going for you. We want to hear from you, absolutely. So next up, I want to invite Seema Giri back to the stage, but before I bring her on, I want to go ahead and really do some justice to who, in fact, Seema is, right? We're all here because of Seema. She organized this fabulous, innovative event here for us today. Nothing like this has ever been done that I've certainly ever seen before, and so much credit to her. So I just want to speak a little bit about Seema's background here. So Seema is her extraordinary transformation from being bedridden with chronic pain to become a successful entrepreneur is the inspiration behind her bold mission to empower specifically women entrepreneurs, but all entrepreneurs and leaders to give them the secret to raise the bar and really have it all, a holistic success. She knows how to have a deeper connection with themselves, and she shows people how to have a deeper connection with themselves and create a strong wellness foundation so that they can be unstoppable in business and in life. So she is, of course, the author of today's book, Break Free to Stand in Your Power, one of the authors. She's also co-authored the book, The Authorities, with New York Times bestselling author Dr. John Gray, and from the Women Are from Mars, Men Are from Venus series, and has spoken across 2 continents to various audiences. Seema is truly an incredible woman, and again, the force behind this event that brings us all here to get together today across 26 time zones and all continents and states, and really uniting us here today to just break out and be the best version of ourselves that we can be. So I've got Seema here on the Zoom. Seema, if you can hear me, come on and join me. I know you sent me a video that I'm actually unable to play. So why don't I just have you come to the stage right now? I know you said you might want to do a little bit of talking with our guests here. Hi, Seema.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much. I hope you and everyone is enjoying the day so far. It's been interesting. So, you know, I just wanted to share a little bit video before I get started, just to really help you understand, help the audience understand why particularly we're having this celebration at this time, and get a little bit perspective of how this pandemic has really changed me and what my holistic living and all of that has been always the case. But I think this video is going to really explain it in the way that I really wanted to convey.
All right.
Just give me a second. We're going to try this.
No, that's okay. Well, while you're doing that, I mean, we just have to give so much credit. Seema, what you've done here today is truly, you know, revolutionary. You attacked this with a can-do attitude. It's no simple feat, and here we are figuring out all these things together that you know, are just really not even. Get out of the way here and let her play this.
When COVID-19 pandemic hit, I realized we go through so much of our life just waiting. We're waiting for the right moment. We're waiting for the right words. We're waiting for that perfect moment. Does it really come? Without even a moment's notice, the entire world shut down, and we had to instantly pivot and instantly change the way we live. I didn't realize that simple decisions would be a choice for me between life and death. Do I risk myself? And even more importantly, do I risk my entire family? This was the scariest decision I've ever had to make in my life, because I didn't know whether I was going to make it, and in that process will my family. But because living in the moment and being present is really important, I made that brave decision and forged forward with faith that all will be well. My question to you is, how long will you wait to break free, to stand in your power and live the life that you're meant to live?
Wow, Seema, that's such a special video.
Thank you, Ashley. I just got a little bit emotional.
Yeah, as well you should. This is all about everything that you're doing here is so hugely personal. I mean, this isn't just a book launch for you. This is very much your story. You're coming out. You're breaking free. Do you want to tell everybody why you decided to maybe write this book and start off on this journey in the first place?
Yes. So, a couple of years ago when I started with this, break free has just been a part of my life because, as you've shared earlier, that I've gone through a series of things. And this trip, when I went in February 2020 to visit my sister-in-law, Nischal, who is battling with cancer. First, it was breast cancer, and now it has metastasized to bone cancer. And it was a difficult decision to decide to go because my daughter was still recovering from a major car accident where the car had turned upside down. She was still recovering from that. And I, as a mother, just wanted to be here to make sure, she's doing much better now. But I kept delaying because of that. And there was a time of essence was there for her and time of essence there for my sister-in-law. We're extremely, extremely close. And universe has a way of really testing you and sometimes I think having fun with you, because when I decided to go, I had a series of, I don't know if it was testing or signs that I shouldn't go, including, I couldn't find my passport, found the passport was expired, couldn't find my Visa card, got my passport renewed, and one day on the way home, got into a hit and run accident. So it was just,
wow,
one thing after another. And I'm like, should I go? Should I stay? That has been my theme. And when I was writing this out, it felt like a poem. Should I go? Should I stay? And I said, okay, I'm going to go because time is of essence. And I want to spend meaningful time with my sister-in-law. So I go, everything is good. We connect, we bond a little bit deeper with her, with my brother-in-law, with the kids, Yash and Meeti. It was wonderful, but I didn't realize that I never imagined that I too would be in a position where I would be wondering a simple decision of should I go or should I stay would become a choice of life and death.
Break that down for us. How was it a life and death decision for you to stay or to go?
Well, because pandemic hit, coronavirus started, and we're finding out everyone is being infected. So we were trying to make sure that, we were sheltered in place. The borders had closed. The whole world had just shut down. And there were no flights, but US and India had this special repatriation flight. In other words, an airlift happening. And then, so I said, okay, I'm going to contact the embassy because you have to let the embassy know that you're a citizen over here. And then my family was like, no, don't let the embassy know because they might take you for quarantine. Because the coronavirus pandemic just started as I had left for India.
Wow.
But then, that uncertainty of not knowing when will I see my kids? When will I see my husband? How long is it going to be? And if I'll see them. So then it was a matter of, okay, if I go, I'll get exposed. And because it could not maintain the social distancing in the plane, right. I'll get exposed. If I get exposed, it's no big deal if it's just me, but then I'll be risking my family as well. Was that worth it? My kids have just reached their 20s. They're starting their life.
I know it's tough. It's emotional. This is tough stuff to talk about. Thank you for sharing this with us.
So we got here, it was fun. It was so weird not to be able to hug them because I was supposed to go for 6 weeks. It was 2.5 months. But the worst and the scariest part was the 14-day self-quarantine. Every pain, every sneeze, every ache was like, okay, do I have it? Is something happening? Am I going to live? Am I going to die? And Ashley had actually prepared to go, had everything ready. And I got here 2 days before my birthday. And the 14-day was over on my daughter's birthday on April 27th. And these were the times I was like, okay, you know what? You just don't know. Life is uncertain to begin with, but we need to start living now. We wait to say the special things. I always said, I love you to the kids, but I started saying things as if that's going to be my last day. And they'd be like, you know what, Mom, why are you saying this? But it's like, you just never know. A pandemic is here, but you still never know. Like Dr. Chopra was saying, you just don't know, right? So live life like that. And so I don't waste time on anything anymore. I live very intentionally. I make sure that every minute counts. So it was 3 weeks ago that we decided to, okay, let's go ahead and do this event. I had said to my co-authors that I'm going to be doing a live event for them, but that would have been in August, September, October, who knew? Yeah. And we never, since we don't know, one of the top 3 things in my mind was when I was wondering, am I going to make it or not, was like, I promised them an event. I got to do the event before anything happens, because I like to, really live with integrity. And this is so special. I wanted to have this for them. So,
and you did it. You wasted no time. You 3 weeks. I mean, you all, for that you were joining us. I mean, I think you're starting to see just how many details and little technical intricacies there are for an event of this scale. And to put it together in 3 weeks is truly, truly impressive. And I think really speaks to the power of what you're saying.
So it actually, Ashley, we had another scare about a week ago.
Oh my gosh.
2 weeks ago, that led me back to the emergency room, and we didn't know if it was COVID, if it was something else, or what it was. So we went through that. So I lost a week. So this event was actually put together in 2 weeks. And I've had so much help. One of the, you see in the background, our partner ecosystem, which is Uplift Global. They really help with the marketing and putting everything together. And then our social media partners for ticketing and making sure everyone knows about this event. Social DNA, Ticket Mozo, they're all very good friends, and everyone came together. Co-authors were doing their part. Our media partner, Rebecca Hogradder, everyone just pulled together, and our kids and my husband, everyone just came in together. And actually, we're so blessed to have so much in-house talent. Uplift Global is actually run by my husband. We're able to complement all of our services together, and we have it in-house. And our team in India that did all the back-end support and the graphics, I mean, it couldn't have come along as beautifully as it did without everyone's support. So that's why
you had a scare 2 weeks ago. Are you okay? Most importantly, is everything all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, it was just a quick hospital visit. I mean, nothing can shake you. That's the message that I'm hearing so strongly, is like, I am unshakable. Nothing is going to rattle me. I know what I'm doing. This is my mission. It's bigger than me. I'm unshakable. If something put me in the hospital, I would probably be with my feet up with a chocolate milkshake nursing it. But you don't let anything rock you. It's amazing. It's inspiring. And you're the perfect leader for this community.
Thank you so much for that. But it's the commitment that I have for everyone, and the desire. And I really want to get this message out to everyone. Stop the fighting, stop holding the resentment, stop holding on to, whether I'm good enough or not. Release all those filters and start living now. Now is what is up. You've seen how the day has unfolded. We just keep moving forward. We just keep doing our best. You take your one single step and baby steps one at a time. And that is why we have written this book, Break Free to Stand in Your Power. It's one thing if I'm saying, right? And people think that you have to be this amazing person with all kinds of accolades and all of that to be able to do the things that my co-authors are talking about in here, right? And if one of the co-hosts could bring in all the co-authors there, and if the co-authors can raise your hand, I would like to show everyone who the co-authors are live. So if you can start bringing them in as panelists, please raise your hand so we can bring you in. We have 17 stories here to prove. It doesn't matter what your cultural background is. It doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter where you have been. It doesn't matter, you know, nothing matters. I hope you're getting the point.
Well, yeah, when you and I were just sort of talking about what this event was going to entail, and I kind of was really learning about all the work that you've been doing, it became so clear to me. You said, a lot of the coaching that I'm doing with these authors isn't actually, it's not about the writing at all. It's coaching them through their own mental blocks, the things that are getting in their way. It's not about whether or not they can write or do the things that they've shared in their stories. That's inherent. What your job really became was walking them through these things that are standing in the way in their mind, which you do so well. I think a lot of people would have taken any one of those roadblocks that you faced and used that as potentially an opportunity or a justification to quit. But so you're the proof in the pudding. You practice what you preach, and then you show people it's okay to keep going. So Upendra, are you able to bring those to the folks over? Because I'm not quite sure who everyone is, so I don't quite feel confident to move over the panelist, but maybe Upendra, if you're on, you could do that.
The other thing is that, yes, I was saying that you don't really have to be, some of the authors, co-authors that you'll be seeing today, they felt that they did not have a story. And so many people feel that that they don't have a story and it's not important. If you're alive and if you're here, you all have a story. And there's always a story within you that you can share. I follow this transformational leader, like Lisa Nichols, and she said that if you have gone through something really, really difficult in your life, that is a story that is not for you to keep. It's for you to share with the world and help others realize, because so many don't believe that what they've gone through is of value. And I used to think the same thing too. Writing my first book, compiling this book was not even part of my life's plan. It wasn't even in my peripheral vision. If anyone had told me even 5 years ago, you'll be writing a book, much less two, I would have said, you're crazy. So, I'm just bringing the panelists in too. Everyone has a story. Everyone's experiences really matter, and you can share. You can share on your own. You can share whatever platform that you feel like you're comfortable with. And I wanted to provide this platform for the everyday heroes. And who are the everyday heroes? They are your mother, your sister, your father, your neighborhood doctor. People you see on a day-to-day life that you don't think they're your hero. Dr. Chopra talked about the first responders who are the heroes, right? I don't think all of my panelists are on here. If you're co-authoring and attendees, please raise your hands. I can see you easily. There's some guests who have raised their hand. I'm sorry, I'm not going to bring you over. So I wanted to provide this platform to them to be able to to be seen, heard, and known. We don't consider them the everyday heroes when actually they are. So here are some of my authors: Josephine, Karina, there's Deborah, there's Amanda, and I don't see the others, but they all have amazing stories. They're leaders in their own right. Josephine leads a women's group, promote her business. She is all about getting her business out and heard. Debbie also is a entrepreneur, and she has amazing life experience, which I'm so happy she was willing to share. Amanda, oh my gosh, when you read her story, she's got that my favorite story in there. It is so amazing. If we have a little bit of time later, and if I can coax her, maybe she'll share it a little bit later. And then we have Karina Aragon. She is spiritual, and they're all coaches, by the way. Every single one of them are coaches helping you take you to the next level in their own way, whether it's dealing with pain, to promoting your business, to serving you in their own unique way. And I'm so blessed that all of these co-authors have entrusted me with their stories, and to be shown to the world in a way, that I don't think they even had an idea of how this was going to happen. I've thrown in a lot of surprises for them, because you know what? Everyone deserves gifts every day, and be shown in a really nice, special way. And there's Renu Cherian. Sorry, Renu, I did not see your name. I thought that was someone else.
I'm sorry, I thought I changed it. It didn't come through. Sorry.
And that's, that's not easy. We're all friends. We're not even, we all know each other for a couple of years. We're all really friends, and we've all helped lift each other up. When women rise, they take everyone else up with them as well. And that's what we have done here. And these are true testaments. Some of them are like, I think you got the wrong person. I don't have a story. And we all have felt this way, like, what can I do? And who am I to be doing this? I want to get this point across to everyone that's listening. The whole point of being here in this world with our gifts is to be able to share it and share our story, to help one another. It's to bring in that humanity and compassion, and together we get through. And that's how we're going through this pandemic. Each one of my authors could have said, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm scared. I was away in India for 2.5 months. The project could have been delayed, but everyone was like, no, we'll stay focused, and we're going to get this done. Like Dr. Chopra said, we were going to get this done. We're going to move forward, especially since we don't know what's going to happen. It became even more imperative to finish our stories, because things don't come into existence just like that. It came into existence for me. And I actually wanted to have, my original plan was to have 30 co-authors. But in this whole process, I've become very spiritually aligned and followed my inner guidance. And I was told to reach out to these particular individuals. I don't see Indu here, but she was saying earlier that 17 was her number that she kept hearing every time this whole year. We thought that we were going to come together, do this project, write the book, and get it out. But what surprised us is that we all have become even more intertwined, even more connected, and a beautiful next level relationship has been there. And we can actually feel each other energetically. We've actually called each other because we were on each other's mind, So it's just been a beautiful journey for me. I feel really blessed to have all of these people in my life. And thank you so, so much for joining me on this journey. And this is why I think all of you would really enjoy reading every single chapter. And you can read it in any way. And I've actually provided a guide in the beginning on how to utilize this book as a great resource. And I do have a breaking news. I just got the word in that we have reached #1 rank in the US in our campaign. Thank you all for all your support. But we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We are continuing for the international market. We are continuing into that. So if you know people, we've posted all the links of all the countries on our Facebook page. If you know people in all those countries, Japan, Dubai, any part of the world, Amazon is definitely there. Please, please help us share that out. Let's get this message out to people that you can break free and you can stand in your power. And probably my next book is going to be Own Your Power. We'll see. Now that you have stood in it and you're doing a great job, let's take it to the next level and own. There is Michelle. So let's get the word out. Let's get all of this beautiful stories heard. And I don't see Dr. Ernesto Medina here, and Dr. Mary Thomas from Philippines. It's a time gap, so she probably will join us a little bit later. But these two wonderful doctors have been able to make themselves vulnerable and share their story. How many doctors actually share what they have gone through and put themselves in service like that? You are going to enjoy every single one of them. And thank you so much. We are going to continue with the day. And, you know, I just wanted to say that because of all the recent events, it's not just a celebration of the book launch. It's a celebration of life. It's a celebration of every single person that is here to support us, to hear us, to watch, from all the panelists. And I really want one of the reasons I wanted the community panel to be here as well is because I've been hearing so much lately that, you know, we don't have certain things, we don't have certain processes, we don't have certain resources. And we're looking to the community leaders and asking them to take care of it. But it's all of us. We can step up and help them. We can create what we want. David said, and Ritesh and Reynoso, you can just give them a call. Sometimes we feel that hesitation, but you know, they're in public office. They're going to be nice to you. And they're going to want to help. But what can we do? What can I do in my Dublin community to step up and say, you know, I want attention here. I need this. How do I get it? And be a resource. We are so talented and we are so resourceful. If we all come together like we did in this collaboration of this book, imagine the amazing things that's going to happen. And David and Arun are actually going to give us a 31-acre park right outside my window by next summer. You know, that wasn't my idea, but I certainly appreciated it and went up and said, you know what, this is so great. We look so forward to this and let us know how we can help. And so we regularly engage. So not just be regularly engaged in your community, but within your family. We, I think, sometimes take the people that we live with for granted. Use them as a resource and connect with them on a daily basis. We see them on a daily basis. That's why we think, okay, they're there. We can get to them later. No. Believe me, when you're in the situation that I was in, and you don't know when you're going to see them again, you want every second to count. So with that, Ashley, I'm going to hand this back to you.
Yeah, wow, Seema, thank you so much. I think every person in here has been brought to tears at least once, right? Me a couple times already. I've put on mascara, Seema, just for today. So if you could please knock that off, I'd appreciate it. No, really, it's so important, not just that you, but that all the authors here that are featured, they're sharing their stories, their souls, their vulnerabilities. It's so important for our own work, but also to share that with the world and show everybody that it is okay. So thank you all. Huge congratulations to the women that I see on this screen right now. Holy cow, we kind of breezed past that, but not only is it your book launch today in this incredible brand new virtual launch, but you guys just had some incredible news. Seema, can you just let us know one more time to make sure that I heard that correctly?
So in the US, we have hit #1, and I'm sure it's all the people that have been here watching us on Zoom and Facebook. So #1, but the meter is still going. We're not going to stop because, you know, we're women, and Dr. Ernesto is also just as feisty and as you know, wants to go to the next level as we are. So we're not going to stop here. No, we're not, because half of the panel also is Girl Scouts, and we don't stop. So we're going to persevere. We are going to make it to #1 international bestseller. So please, everyone, help us reach there. Share it out with people in other countries and enjoy the day.
That's right. Well, Seema, I'm going to cut you off right there because we do have to keep going. We have a lot more to get to today. But just to reiterate, for those of you who are looking to get a copy of the book, if you haven't done so already, head on over either on Amazon and search for Break Free to Stand in Your Power, or the links are also in that Facebook group. You can click on any of those links right there. Major congratulations, you all. Congratulations. What huge success.